DNA replication. The replication process is a process that is a sequential action because it occurs in a sequence of initiation, elongation, and termination of replication. Initiation step. The starting point is recognized from where the replication is going to start. The two double-stranded DNA strands, they are being separated individually and with the synthesis of the prime. Then comes the elongation. Elongation means replication. For that replication, we are going to add more NTPs, nucleotide triphosphates, which are deoxy. That's why we call them DNTPs. These DNTPs are added to the existing strand, form phosphodiester bonds and correct the mismatch bases and extending the DNA strands. Finally, when the required length of the DNA is replicated, then comes the termination step to stop the replication. That specific point where the DNA replication is to start is known the ORIC. It mostly consists of 13 base pair consensus sequence and 2 pairs of anti-consensus repeats. DNA replication system requires these things, or these are the main ingredients which are required for the replication system. Number one is the template of DNA which is to be copied into new strands that acts as a you can say a mold or a kind of template for which the new DNA strands will be copying and synthesizing. Next is substrate is the DNTPs. Individual nucleotides, they are being consumed for the synthesis of new strands. Then comes the primer. A very strange thing, the primer is not a DNA template, it is an RNA fragment. A short RNA fragment with a free 3' hydroxyl end is acting as a primer for the synthesis of DNA. As you have studied in the glycogen synthesis, the same thing is present over there, a glycogen protein that acts as a primer, and after that further glycogen moieties, glucose moieties, they are going to be assembled together to form glycogen. Like here, first of all, the primer of RNA fragment is going to be used, and then further DNTPs are going to assemble with that primer. Later on, the picture will give you more clear view about this synthesis. Fourth thing that we require is the DNA dependent DNA polymerase, triple DP. DDP, they are the polymerases basically which are going to polymerize the DNTPs. And other enzymes and protein factors are also required for the synthesis of DNA. Enzymes and protein factors which are required, these are the details of these proteins and enzymes and their molecular weight. For example, number one is DNA protein. Its main function to be remembered is that it recognizes the origin of replication. Then DNA B protein, it opens the DNA double strand. Then comes the DNA C protein. It assists the DNA B binding and helps it to open up the double strand. Then comes the DNA polymerase. DNA polymerase, here there are 2 or 3 kinds of polymerases. Their main function is to elongate the DNA strand, and how that elongation takes place, it occurs by the addition of new nucleotides in the DNA existing strand. Then comes the DNA G protein, as it has 5th position in the list. It main function is to synthesize the RNA primer. RNA primer, which is required for the synthesis of new strand, is provided by DNA G protein. SSB, single strand binding protein. When the two strands they are separated, a specific protein of SSB that binds to that single strand and holds it from recoiling. DNA topoisomerase. This is a very important enzyme, and it has not only the application in the DNA replication, but it has the many applications in the clinical clinically used as a important enzyme. What is the function of DNA topoisomerase? It releases the supercoil constraints. What are that supercoil constraints? Whenever the two strands of the DNA they after opening, they get swirl around each other or around themselves. So that supercoiling is to be released for further replication. Bidirectional replication. When the here you can see in the figure on the first side that the bidirectional replication means when the origin of replication is identified by DNA protein and the replication takes place in this replication bubble, the both direction may involve in the replication, or this may lead to the second figure of unidirection. Only one direction of the replication may occur. Replication, if it is started from unbinding of the double strand at a particular point called origin, followed by the synthesis on each side, then it is called the bidirectional. The parental double strand DNA and two newly formed double strand DNA form a Y-shaped structure called replication fork. DNA G, which is also known as primase. Primase is able to synthesize primer using free NTPs as the substrate and single-stranded DNA as a template. And these primers are short RNA fragments to which have several decades of nucleotides long. Primase join and form a complex called primosome. Primase starts the synthesis of primer on the single-stranded DNA template using NTPs as the substrate in the 5' to 3' direction at the expense of ATP. The short RNA fragment provides free 3' hydroxyl group for DNA elongation.